guys, it's Sam and I'm here to do another Christmas book tag. This is the Ugly Sweater Party tag and I was actually tagged by the creator Angela. I will link her video down below. These questions are really cute. They all have to do with like if you were hosting a ugly sweater party and stuff, which is just really funny. I do not own any ugly sweaters because I'm horrible. I actually did go to ugly sweater party this year and I kind of made my ugly sweater. It was like a really gross like velvety shirt and I put like tinsel on it. I just wrapped it in tinsel. So I actually ended up throwing that out because I wasn't gonna keep it. But I hope to have a nice cute ugly sweater in the future. You know, cute ugly sweater. Yeah. So let's get started with the questions. I'll be reading them all off my phone, so if you see me reading down here, that's what I'm doing. It's what we all do, right? Right? Question number 1. It's time for your annual ugly sweater party. Choose 5 characters to invite. So I'm going to invite all these people with the stipulation that they're also bringing their significant others because I think that's just gonna be like a really funny group of people. The first person I'll be inviting is Warner from Shatter Me, and also he'll be coming with Juliet, and Juliet will be like forcing him to wear this really ugly Christmas sweater and matching antlers, and he's gonna hate it, but he's gonna do it because he loves her so much, and it's just gonna be funny. Next I'll be inviting Raina from the Serena Legacy trilogy. She's also like a really spunky character and she's kind of a grouch and I just think it'd be really funny and she'd be like picking fights with everybody. Which you'd think I wouldn't want that at my party, but I just think it'd be kind of funny with these characters. Next I'll be inviting Scarlett from the Lunar Chronicles series. She's one of my favorite characters of the series and we both have curly hair so we could sit in the corner and talk about like hair products the entire time. Next I'll be inviting Kestra from The Winner's Curse, and she's super smart and super spunky and I feel like there'd be some kind of like Christmas party game and she'd be really competitive with it and like her and Warner would be like super competitive and I would just like laugh. And the last person I would invite would be Celia from the Night Circus because she could like have magical awesome decorations. There'd be like real snowflakes that weren't cold and just like things would be floating and it'd be just really awesome. So she would be like my help with the decorations coordinating. Question number 2, your guests are on their way over. What book are you likely to gift this holiday season? So I'm actually going to show you 2 because one I find hysterical, and these are both books that I actually am or have already given as gifts for the holiday season. The first one is Killing Patton by Bill O'Reilly. My dad really loves Bill O'Reilly and like Fox News, which like I don't even want to talk about, but like it's just funny because I would never gift this book really, but my dad really likes history and stuff like that, so this is like a history book that he kind of really wants. So it's just funny that I'm giving this book as a gift, but he's really gonna love it, so I'm okay with it. It's all about making my dad happy. And the next book that I've already actually given as a gift is Crest by Marissa Meyer. I sent this to my booktube Secret Santa. I will link her down below, so definitely go check out her channel. And she's already gotten it and is in the process of reading it currently, so it's not like a spoiler for her book or anything. Number 3, someone spiked your punch. Choose a book that gave you a book hangover. So these books you guys have already heard about, but The Kiss of Deception, The Night Circus, and The Winner's Curse are the 3 books that I really vividly remember having a book hangover from. I don't usually have to like take a big break after that, like a book hangover, but a book hangover to me is a book that I can't stop thinking about, and the books that I read after just don't really compare as much. And also, if I actually went to my personal Facebook and posted that people need to read a certain book, that means that I loved it so much that it probably gave me a book hangover. And I did that with all 3 of these books. Question number 4, you must prevent coaster stains from your awesome coffee table. Choose a book you really don't care if it gets used as a coaster. No surprise here, it's The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I've talked about this before, I'm not going to talk about it again. Question number 5, the guests are hungry. Pick a book/world whose food you would serve to your guests. And that is the food from the Lord of the Rings series. I actually haven't read these books, I've talked about that before, but in the movies and stuff they're always talking about all this food, especially the hobbits. Hobbits love to eat. And I really appreciate that about hobbits, so I would definitely trust their food, for sure. And when you see all those scenes where they're like, the dwarves are eating, or anyone's really eating in that world, you're just like, man, I want some of that food. So definitely, definitely. Number 6, it's time for presents. Choose a book you're most excited about getting this Christmas. Basically, my entire wish list is books this year, so there's so many. I think Mistborn is the one I'm most excited about, but basically anything on my book depository wish list, I'm so excited about. My mom actually called me and was like, which books do you want the most from these wish lists? You know, Amazon, you can rank them, a book depository, you really kind of can't. And I was like, I don't know which ones I want most, especially book depository, because I always order like the really pretty UK covers that I absolutely love. So she's like, pick like 6 that you want the most, and then I'll kind of choose from that pile. And I'm like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But I think Mistborn is the one I'm most excited about, because if I don't get Mistborn for Christmas, I'm probably going to buy it myself. Because I just really need to read it, and it's been too long, and everyone talks about it, and I want to know why everybody loves it so much. And I finally want to read a Brandon Sanderson book, because everybody talks about Brandon Sanderson, how much they love him, so I want to love him as well. Number 7, things are getting out of hand and suddenly your books are everywhere. Choose a book/series that you would save at all costs. I can't choose one. Basically any of the books that I said gave me book hangovers before, any of the books that I've mentioned, like if there was a fire at my house, I don't know what I'd do. Like, I would save my cats, and I don't know. I'd be that person that was like, I'm not leaving! Like, yeah, I can't even answer that question. Any of the books that I've ever mentioned liking are the ones that I want to save from impending doom. Number 8, after a long night, you need to unwind with a cup of hot chocolate and a good book. What book calms you down? Honestly, no books really calm me down. I'm kind of like an anxious book reader. Like, I'm always one of those people that's like, what's gonna happen? And I have to like stop myself from like turning the pages and looking. And I just get really nervous with like any book I read. And I read a lot of like fantasy and stuff that like really is nerve-wracking. So there's not a ton of books that really calm me down. But historical fiction in general I find kind of calming. Like, it's very good like read on a snowy day under a blanket with a hot chocolate. So while this book wasn't calming by any stretch, I would say All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, just because it's like a cozy book. Like, it's not calming because bad things are happening. It's set around World War II, so you know, things aren't really great. But I just find historical fiction very like relaxing, you know? Alright guys, that is it for the ugly sweater party tag. I'm not going to tag anybody specifically because I'm not really sure who to tag. I feel like everyone's doing tags and a lot of people are doing like Vlogmas and they've already pre-filmed, and so I'm going to be tagging anybody who hasn't done a Christmas book tag yet and wants to. Go and check out this tag. So if that's you, go and do it. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!